There, I think I got muted. There we go. I think I'm ready. ʼakaduneek. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tlak dech yagig awe achtuasagu. Ya awe kone ya nakiki hawush kanachwatu ʼadudli.átgi. Ya ʼadaqa yuqatangi sawe kautu shahit we sandich akshu kanach. Aqa awe dahun yagig wan qanins gachye gachtusak gwalwe hintak adi kliya sandich ak kayani. Ya dahun yagig qa hintak adi gwalchakut rao at kautla yiji Deo to a sock, Deo to a sock. Yewa achtuasagu qa. Yidet chadakasa de tuasagu yit hai. Qaka qati. Chadasa yituasagu ha in kainiki. Achua achjit. Achas aisawu. Hach ausawu. Gosle PowerPoint. Gosli tuasagu yatakak. Yeka kwasane. Chachan kananik. Yewa. Adusadu tuasagu shukwa ayikwa. Okay.
Lidzi achuniwuna. Dusi telephone today tatgechlia akat achtu unique chakudigach tu latsin.
Goy Juan. Yewa. One qanins hanakaswu art. Yewa ajawe hajitasawati hayuqatangi. Tu nagu ayak eka hayuqatangi tunach. Yigoy Juan. Jakut aksha.
ʻadudli.
Okay.
Saya gachtusuk idat ka ʻakaduneek. I think the group that we studied probably recognize that one. Yasusait chacha. Hundaka hidide kwagut guns is. ʻadudli guns gach ʻatgi ka pineapple slices. Utuacha. Achshat natla Las Vegas Day Coatin Ducii. Yewe.
Okay. Gonna cheese. We yashu slate. Yakdat ku'u has de qedach sa. Yewe. Yashu slate. Wutusaku yakdat ku'a sa. Yake. Takat yuhan heshwasa ake uti. Pizza ka ye yeti we pineapple. Khatra atlek. Tashachtua ashko. Ya ach pizza yikach. Itwa gesiku? Yeah. Okay. Khatra tlek. Yeah. Yeah, what? Okay. Goodness cheese. I eat the aksha. I do so.
I'll go. Did you get my email?
Akakakwashi. Kerk again? Kerk dat? Oh, Yisitin again?
Like,
Yudaksha? Okay. Oh, that's a.
okay. Self da sketchnegi, eskaka shikit,
Jadechet ne ukechas kusure. Ah, okay.
sakat kutan hunak, saya dihin kleok to what in. Kaneta was on plego, plekatonk, shak kashach to what in. Kukit, butu wakuch, ha in ak, ka hunki, hunach kal sigunut. Kliya kutan kua, kunach kuwat ka audigan. Atlak audigan kletsu. Ach awa klet sayaw daha kanat klet sayaw daha was on kleko. Kleo kiadi ka kaduhe kua saya dihin audigan hastu tuwasigu. Guat iti kutan sidak guksetan aga iti yak kanata ka was on kleko gaktuin. Which
Wow, okay. Kedain kaishikit.
is
Wukecha.
a hobby, a work taking pictures of berries.
Oh, okay. Well, so Kerk Yahayik Kashahid. Yake. Yeah, awa. Kerk Yahayik Kashahid Nuch. Yake. Ganchish. Yidet Kwa Dusa.
ʻakaduneek
Oh, okay.
wasakukaruk jina de kuk de yankukatan ye jine king dak aya yankukatan yan the kin huchawe
Yake. Ganchish. Wukecha Hirtangi. Wukecha way. Would Would I Ke Silda Wustan Ade
ʼyanikud. ʼikayanikud. As ayu. As ia acht. Galjach. Asigal.
Oh. Kunstjies. Ik go ay Juan. Ik echa. Ik e. Ah.
Screen share, Jichwane.
Oh, ik e.
Anchorage Yayagi. Hanag Yukatangi. Ye Dakachtune. Yukatangi Gunas Chish. Ye Aya Tuka. Ka Deghanag Yukatangi. Gitten. Ye Aya Tuka. Gunas Chish. So ye Yanaka. Stikat. Gunas Chish.
Gunas cheese.
Ayakawe. Ogden. Anaka.
Dogedin.
Ayakawe. Kate. Ye ayatuka. Ko a. Deganagi katangi. Slack. Ye ayatuka. Kate. To ye yanaka.
Kate.
Ayakawe. Back to ye yanaika.
Lek.
Ayakawe. Ach Kaylee. Ishan. Tlingit Yukatangi. Ach Kaylee. Ayatuka. Koa. De Kanag Yukatangi. Sileg. Ye Ayatuka. Ach Kaylee. To ye Yanaika.
ʼakaduneek.
Sileg to ye Yanaika.
Sileg.
Ayahawe. Tlingit Yukatangi hit. Ye Ayatuka. Koa. De Kanag Yukatangi. Yach. Ye Ayatuka. Hit to ye Yanaika. Yach to ye Yanaika.
Yuck.
Get Yukatangi Ahidi. Ye Ayatuka. Koa. De Kanag Yukatangi. Siyach. Ye Ayatuka. Ahidi to ye Yanaika.
Achidi.
Yahweh. Ach to ye Yanaika.
Siyach.
Kanag Yukatangi wasadu asak. Ach. Ke.
Yaksha.
Dekanag si. Do a sock. Tlingit ʼakaduneek.
Okay. Gonna cheese plain. Yakecha. I just want to see, are people hearing like a buzzing sound out there?
Off and on.
Off and on. Even right now?
Click.
Oh,
Sounds good now.
okay. We'll see. We had an open door. Maybe that was it. We'll just keep an eye on who's muted and who isn't. Okay, but we'll keep an eye if it happens again.
It just happened.
Just happened now?
Yeah, it's happening.
Hi. Okay, I'm gonna sign out and then sign right back in and see if that fixes it. So hold on. Don't go anywhere. ʼadudli.átgi. Okay. Oh, Kasanak.
My turn.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. Either way. So I emailed you it, or I can just screen share somehow.
Ooh, okay.
How do I screen share it?
Let's see who gets it first.
I don't know how to screen share it.
Okay. ʼAchiwa. Let's say.
Okay. So is it ready?
Oh, Lisa Tina again?
This is kind of about my hatred of snow, and I don't know if I said everything right, but I tried.
Okay.
So ʼakaduneek tlashkushke. Sorry for the typo too. Tlash tuwa ushkudle. Kudak kaklehinidat ʼiyatki ye wulchechek yidat. We yakei tak yu yan shuak shujekin. That's the last one.
Okay. Finish cheese. Yakechawe. Yawe. Talk. Achua hasti tawasagu. Achua tlesh hasti tawa ushka. Atrikwas Hawaii tawasagu. Talk aya. Aya we. Tlingit. Tlingit kuwatagu kuu. Yawe tawasagu. Yakecha. Finish cheese.
Hawaii, Gaita Pusitansu,
Yawe. Wait, that's it. Echwasaku. Good day, sir.
Yayaki Target,
Kudesa kakachtu talk. Yawe kutalk aya. Gwal chaasa gwal Juno gwal chaasa Alaska okay hasiti talk koa. Gwal Arizona gwal California gwal Hawaii. Akawe has kutalk. Yake. Waksha.
Where Haitu, but dark Asia, Itianuaha, Hasha Itsu, Kunaki, way hot, Lulu, Kunaka, a Hatshawa Cook, Sue, chayu ach tuasibu. What as hin ach jiwu. Ya tiachana utke chacha. Saqeich iin ka tlak usk ka gat su. Ya yidat chat shawahik. Yesu Costco hot dog. Yawatai cake.
Okay. Yeah. Sit eat cake hawti. Yeah, we would to a cow we hot dog. Qanaya ya to a sock. We eat car. Yet I cake. We yenda shania like. Anasi aya. The sugar at car. Yet I cake. Yak egg and cheese. You did car do sa?
Ayakhat.
Ah,
Yeah.
no way do it.
Yeah. Buakan atut un ach ish kachat. Ach ish shan sit yechat yegati. Yatak shit kak yechat yati. Ya yesk shan sit de ya khodak kain. Yesk which in shan sit atut un. Yatak ke jin buakan utua un. Yatak Litlen hajiwu.
Yak ewa. Ya sheet cook owe. Ya sheet cook owe yak we kuwakan katan su shan seed qaisa an ada away. Ya khat ka ach kanian ka achun kian hoots nu owe. Ya khat ada aya out to watlun we kuwakan. Ya awe ya yes ka Cashir yaw to a glock. Ya achuniko challi a yen a dutch where cluck yes aya we kuwakan. Ya awa ach to us a goo. Ya kunachoy and chasa queen a de adlunits ati ye. A de adluni ye we adluns ati. Nyek Ya awa ach talk. Wan qanin si tawasagu e alluni shkalniki aya woosh shkadilniki. Yak echa galchish. Ah,
I guess I could get mine over with. You have my presentation.
oh, what's
Yana, Yana 8, yeah.
Since then, I got kakwashi. Ah, chiwa.
I see my typo immediately.
Typo ati chatsati.
Achtuwusigu sacht ayachayi nigwash. Sacht akayani kaatlek uke. Okay. Akadich a dakak atsi aya. sacht a yahayi juanigual. Akwan ani aye. An gucha yech sayek aye. So I thought if I put really big pictures, you wouldn't pay attention to the written part.
Wasa uti.
Guk. I'm done.
Okay, goodness cheese. Ukecha. Kedeen aya. Kaini got. Kedeen kaishikit ukecha. Weits acht. Konachawe atuye titlitsin. Okay. Zuk ge Johan. Gosh hooch. Zuk acht was. Ah.
Away. This way. Hat.
Ah.
Okay. Away doc jincot talk chuhi away kikiadi ach diwu des link acha yuchat ayaw saka dusan aya dusayi I kikiadi ya chagu sayi kunach litsin ye nasak achawe ach kikiadi dusan you do wasak dudleitka sayi kua kech khosaku dusan aga away yayagi dusayi khwate nesh ka story du tu dusan late ka kenach someone medicine man healed or cured him de away
Okay. Okay, sa aya. Gwash jinkat ka kejin talk shuhihin. Kate yadi hatsu. Achjiyeuti. Chitna adachawiha. Yoi. Du yadaya achlaqain. Adatu tukhwatan. Wasa kukwasa. We Kate. Aka awe Kate. Ye khwasa. Ye awe wan qanins qa in kakhwaniki. Kate ye du sakach Kate. Aka adataya khwashuk. Tleidihin awe we iq we niche kach aya. Wutudaqin. Wutuwaqi. Khat qa naq. Ya haqaq aya qaq. Qudzati. Jadik juya ja deki de aya aututlaqin. Aqaduin kakhwanik. Kate yedu sakach Kately. Aqa atwutu shuk. Yewa du in kakhwanik tsu. Wan qanin zaya khatas khayawus nuch. Gleit kha. Dasawi Kate kha. Hast du in kakhwaniki. Dog. Ya achtu asikul kha. Hast du in kakhwaniki. Ya Kate aya. Gleit kha khinach. Spirit of the wolf. Gwash runs like the wind. Ya kanaka. Kanaka wushuk ka'ach ina kaunik. Clack, clack, clack. Hasta in kananik. Spot. Ya awe. Heka atawe. Galchish. A iti aqua. Adusta.
Katsia achya.
Ah.
Okay. Hi. Shakdal tu ye du sak ach kik jin ka kadak un oe du katagu. qanach chasachan, shakta tu wasagu, ach aya qadach yak shaktul tu aya du sayi. Kayo da hayi du tu wasagu tsa, qajin us kuch, yakadzage qad du tu wasagu, at ushuk. Tlach qanach chasachan, ganas chish.
Yake. Yeawa. Wasa yake ya kle kunachawe. Uditzachan ka kik has. Yeawa kunach hakusti chuchak. Ya ashatri a ka ahunchu a. Has to kik has kunach away. Has to da. Has to da a yaw dutzataki. Kunach away yake. Yeawa hakusti. It attack away hatu wasa gwage. Ya ahunchu a ka ashatri a. Has to kik has kunach has outlatu. Ade kudutzati. Ajawe yake ya wujin wushuk. Wujin wutushuk ka. Wujin shkatulnik ka. Wujin yejitune ka. Wujin ashkautulyati ya. Hakik hasin. Yake gulchish. Tsukka. Kadeen yuch eitla at Johan. Uchtu yake ata.
Satukaya.
Gulchish.
You should have hers. I sent it to you.
Ach, jiwa. Like when it. Kasnates ati again.
Kanatsu. Kasne. Hatla kanatsu. Kanatsu you dusagen. Hatla. Kasne satich wusati. Wusi da what tea tak sadat tai tauk sahu te ka hu kaudzinech chatla TV al flitin ye adane de adani neyen ach du shak du yatki ka du kik du yatki ha du jit awa ach ha eat sai ti hatla ach kik ha ka chat jagwena ku eat our guests. Yes to zine heflasa ku eat guests. Gunath Chish Shani Marge Dutson Ha eat Yiddishi Ucha
Yake. Gulchish. Ukehawe. Gulchish. Tsukake. Hi.
Okay. Ya yagi zu askatut huagut. Shayada ha the kaini hua achi. Masa atwune. Has salligao. Aga awe kwasatin. You undach plain. Gwash jinkot the kaini. Has ashies kaudi gut. So last night I wanted to, or we learned that phrase to scold or to attack someone from Jeff Lear's notes. Ashies kaudi gut. So I wanted to try that one. So.
Oh, you can.
Does it work?
Oh, yeah, oh, but has to yes out the good. Actually, wait, second key, yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, Kachonach okay. Yeah, oh, Kach, quick, you do a sock. We okay, show what. Gwash, Yanwasha, Gwash Kagwantan, away her. That Kach enough, ya Evelyn Hodge. Wasa ach te woek een. Du ina ja you grote tani Tlingit genach. Kleide hin just gesjurguten. Gat aya gaan ʼakaduneek. Yisai aya yes. Gatike? Ha yek Dasawe koa. Tsikini. Ha. Ye wakaha. Yisukuke dasawe tsikini. Magpie. Yeah, what? Talks a lot, says nothing. Yeah, what? Achina ʼakaduneek. Kakunachawe wutu wushuk. Wuke, good cheese. Oh, you can. Quantlain in Gawane.
Chatea chwantlaini. Sandikatsko a chat night to Cheskugank cook ʼadudli. Hoots, dasa team. Baby Raven reads. A kat sewu chatlatin.
Chat yaslatin.
Chatlatin. Hoots, dasa team. Shuk, chatlatin. Shuk, dasa team. Tlat yachjeti gach. Chat iatin.
Chat yaslatin.
Etc. Yachjeti godon. Chatlatin. So u yachjeti chicht. Dasa iatin. Kanat kahini yachjeti douche. Meow. Dasa iatin. Gleit yachjeti kate. Dasa iatin. Toot yachjeti wanna do chat yitlatin.
Yaslatin. Yaslatin.
Ya Tlingit you chatangi.
Chat.
Chat. So toot yachjeti wanna do. Dasa iatin. gun yachiti chat yitlatin. Chat yitlatin?
Yasatin.
Yeah. Yatlatin?
Ach, yeah. Yasatin.
Ach, yatlatin.
Yes.
Gunyach yeti chat, dasa iatin. Ku ahlatu. Chat ya
Satin.
latin. Chat ya latin. Ku ahlatu, dasa iatin. At yadki, chat ya latin.
Haskhat yasatin.
Has chat ya latin. At yadki, dasa iatin.
Yiyatin. Oh, stakatat.
Gunnal cheese.
Yak echawe gunnal cheese. Idet kwa sukke. Uchakwa. Asa? Daislin yi tua gesagu yi kwa. Gosh. Kudach kausagu kshe we Bob Seeger. Dat yabdutzihihi. Kwasa. Tukke. Okay. Well, gunnal cheese. Tlachonach wuke yi jine yi yugatungi. Wasa achtu yake katain kayi aku. Ye awa ade yan tutlaki ye. Ya just kanay aknuch. Hel achtua oshko adachia kayi khedli. Gaga kwati. Ye awa ja achtua sakudasa dat. Itundatani. Aka hain kayi nigi. Gwashwutusaku kunnachik a. Wan qaninzi in kachwanigi chadasa da wecho ach jaegu ginki tlashayach uti at helwasa uti we kachtu dutzneyi helwasa uti gwash just tlashakaya a koko a tlashakaya a tlashakawa a koko a tlash a de yen kotlaki. So it's important to remember that we're always just trying. This is a really good space to just try things out, new things you're trying to incorporate, other ideas. And it's just an amazing thing that you can think of something and communicate it, and we're getting emotional content, fun content, and we know what we're talking about. And that's a really important thing, and it's something to just continue to celebrate. There's always more and more Tlingit to learn, but when you're able to start communicating and saying, well, I can kind of put these things together, like that's a really huge moment, and it's something to just sort of gain momentum from. Because then the more we do this, the more you'll realize your own sort of spaces where you can fill in the blanks. I'll point out a few things here from time to time. Some of them are just thoughts, like Kit Yanai. Paul Marx and I were having a discussion about, so we think about these, we'll take a look at these a little bit later, but there's a spot on the front of a verb where you can put things and it changes the meaning. For example, we say, yu katunk, which means speech, language, a word. It could be any of those things. Yu katunk. So right on the front of there, we hear this, which is a mouth. And just a second ago, we were looking at this thing, because if you say chatlatin, you're saying she or he is watching me. Chat yashlatin, they're looking at my face. And they're pretty similar things, but chatlatin could also mean they're taking care of me. Or chatlatin could be I go in a store and maybe they don't trust me and they're following me around. That would be chatlatin. Chatyehlatin would be they're looking at my face. They're looking at me. But the yah is what does it. We put a face on there. Yah is a face or a vertical surface. Ch is a mouth. So that yu chatunk, we could put a tu in there. Student, whoever signed on as student, I can't hear you guys. Oh, Hechwasa OT. Well, hopefully we'll see if we can figure it out. And then we can try it maybe after the break. So with cha, if you change cha, which is mouth, to tu, which is inside a container, which also is your head is a container, and so is your body. So yu chatunk, language, word, speech, speaking. Yu tutunk, thought, right? So tu, once we put it inside, now it's become tu. So we're trying to figure out a few new sort of things that I don't think we have words for yet. And one of them is texting. When you're texting, you're usually writing with your thumbs. So we're trying out some different things like gushtin and igushtaya, kachshechit, I wrote to your thumb. But then Keet Yanayi had a shortcut for us. And he said, well, it's cha and tu. So you can put gush right in the front of there. So you gushtunk would be texting. So I think if we follow the same logic, you could say you jitunk, and that would be sign language, because you're talking with your hands. Talking with your hands, talking inside, talking with your mouth, talking with your thumbs. You could probably have you tuchetunk if you wanted to, if you're communicating through farts, but that just shows you sort of the basics of how it works. And so this is how we're going to start coming up with some new terms as well. Like if we didn't have a term for sign language, and we can go ask and make sure that we're not, making something for something that's already got a name. But that's one instance of how it can work and how those things on the front of the verb, they just change the meaning. It creates a different verb. Once you change that, it's a different verb. So chatlatin and chatyehlatin are different verbs. A couple other thoughts is if we ever start a sentence with tlak, so T-L, high tone A, K-W, which means all the time, we should push that verb into a repetitive mode. And we'll learn how to do that. So it's like all the time, always does this thing. And so as you go into some of the materials, like let's see, I'll show you guys an example here. So when we think about how to put that kind of idea to use, we go to the work of Agishawu, and we had attack. So we're looking at that one. We won't do attack. Let's do something different. Let's see. So to succeed, right? So if you're saying she or he they always succeed. They always win. They are always, they're the champion. They're, who is that skier that just retired? Someone who always wins or who's always going to succeed. So you would use, if you're looking up on her dictionary, you'd look for this thing called perfective habitual. And that just means it happens all the time. So once you have kuk or chakuk, you would want to be using one of these, ayanadlakch. And you'll learn how to put these together, but for now you can look them up. But that's how you say it. It happens all the time. Like he would always go and eat here. He would always, ya ach yagu yikt atnacha kuch. I'm always going around in my boat, right? And so this is something to just sort of think about if you're ready for it. Another thing is if you look anything up in the dictionary, so in the Akishawu Dictionary of Tlingit and Carrie Edwards Dictionary of Tlingit, and some of the others, you can see the letter A before some things like yahayi. The current dictionaries that I've been working on, you would go, let me find Yahayi real quick. Where's my mouse guy? So if you're going to find Yahayi for like a picture, so there's a bit of a process here that's good to start incorporating. So here's a picture of something, Yahayi. So what we've got now is we've got this long dash in front of it, which means it needs to belong to something. All right, so you'd say, Yahayi would be a picture of something. It's just its picture. It could be anything. So usually in the older dictionaries, that's how it would be listed, this the letter A, as its own word for its. And so now we're just listing it like this. We're just saying, put a noun. It needs a noun. Kate Yahayi. So the other thing is to remember that is there as a placeholder. So if you're going to change it to something, so I could say, Yahayi kachshikit. I'm drawing a picture. But if it's a picture of something, it wouldn't go Kate Yahayi. It would just go Kate Yahayi. So that's just a noun. You could put a noun in there, and a pronoun is a noun. I think that was all that I had. The way I learned our guests is haku'iki, the ones that we invited, the ones that were invited, the invited people. Haku'iki is the way that I've heard it. So you'd say the people who are organizing the ku'ik maybe is they might be talking and they'll talk about haku'iki away yan hasu wane talk day. Our guests are ready. Hurry up. You can't get any questions, thoughts?
I had a question for you about using the dictionary. I've seen you, I think, type in the first letters that you're looking for. And when I've been using the dictionary lately, I can't figure out how you do that.
It kind of depends on what type of computer and what type of program you're using. So if you're using like a Mac computer and they have this thing called Preview, which it just uses to open your PDF documents, you go up here and there's a search bar kind of built into it. The other option might be if you're using Adobe Acrobat, which is, I think it's still free. I think you can still get it. But usually there's no like space for it, although usually you can open here and there's bookmarks, which is good to know. Like if you're using some of the dictionaries, it's good to access the bookmarks so you don't have to keep scrolling through it. You can just go straight to that chapter or that section. But if you push Command or on a Windows computer, it should be Control F, and then something is going to pop up here. And so if I put like snapper and hit next, then it finds where the snapper is. So these are handy things to know how to search through these things, because the other thing is you might have some word that you run into and you're not sure what it is. If you can, we're trying to get it so that we can type faster in Tlingit, and it's a bit of an exercise in technology skills. But if you have a Mac computer, you can install a keyboard that we call the Crippen keyboard, and that allows you to type in Tlingit pretty quickly. If you have a Windows-based computer, there's a keyboard from a group called Language Geek that has a Tlingit keyboard that you can install. And they both work a little bit differently, but they are really effective. Alternatively, there is a program called Popcar, Popchar, that keeps a little thing open in the top left corner, which you can click on, and I don't know if I'll be able to get, oh yeah, here it is. And it'll launch a window where you can pick from these special characters. And that's a bit of an extra step, but sometimes I have that because sometimes you need to put some other things in there. So that's kind of some of the basics if you are wanting to text for an Apple type of tablet or phone, there's a keyboard called Chert, C-H-E-R-T, which does allow you to type in Tlingit. But we have not found the Android solution for that one yet. So trying to sort of figure out some of these technologies as well. So if someone wants to sort of launch and become the super tech person for the Tlingit language community, that would be amazing. But those are some things that could help. Other questions, thoughts? Oh, Isachwaach. Ah. Jay Gugeng. Wow, achaches iwunechi uch. Ishan.
I didn't do so much homework. Bob Ziegler, Hoshmi Kuji, Akaseo, Ka, Akui, Yikle, Geta, De Kudu, Yejine, of Go,
Sheesh. Owe Chwesaku, Bob Seeker, Owe Awatao, we Tlingit Yadnas Queen. It was a uti, one kanins Kausakuka, ha idach aya shuyiku. Wuke, ya achtu sagu, Gwalkadin ay lech yadu. Gwaltu huchi aya, we Yausihihi Owe, we Bob Seeger. Okay. He stole the students, but that's okay if they run away and have fun sometimes. Okay.
I forgot my homework.
Ach shkunye jine katchatse wukak. Swasa uti. Yake kan chish.
Which way?
Yake ha kan chish Johan. Yake. Gwal Cajun when it's kach tulsa. 5-minute break and then we'll come back and run through a few other concepts, maybe take a look at a couple more Cyril George sentences. Kunishishui, Yigejine. So if you're gonna say like, I want to go do this thing, there's usually a pretty good shortcut for it. So you use, so aster is fishing. So you would say aster kukwagut. I'm gonna go fishing. Asqat would be trapping. So asqat kukwagut. I'm going to go trapping. Like it's time to, or I need to, those types of things. There's a number of different ways to get there. You could say, Gaut ʼakaduneek, the time has arrived. ʼatquaha, it's that time. ʼdagawu'aya, it's the time for it. So I would probably recommend starting with ʼdagawu'aya, asqat kukwagut. The time has arrived for me to go trapping. Or, there could be other ways to say it if you wanted to tie it to other concepts, like if this is your work. ʼadudli.átgi, ajoe asqat kukwagut. And so it's really just sort of a pretty simple, it's a straightforward form of this verb, ʼacheich, asteich, asqewu, asqat, asti. So it's like, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go dancing. A'cheich kukwagut. Let's go. A'cheich nach tu'at. And so this is how you would start phrasing those things. But usually if you're trapping, adzaqat is the way. And then there's different ways to use that verb if you were talking about the trapping itself, but just to say, I'm going to go trapping. Same with kukit, that's picking berries. Kukit, kukwagut. I'm going to go pick berries. So then, we start with sort of the simpler ways to do it, and then you can throw other things in there later if you want to. But that would be the way. Asqat is what I would say. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, always bring questions. We'll see if we can figure them out too.
Kunal,
Ah,
I had this sentence from Takutla about trapping. And so it was going out in the spring to trap beaver. And it was Yeshtugu Kadu Yeet. So she said, Aga away, Yeshtugu du Yeet Eatin Tsige di Hu de Hasuat.
okay. So that one is like the animal. So it's another thing. You could say whatever you're going to go for. Kuh, sagedi. And then what we're getting after that, maybe I'll make a note of this one. Oops. What's that? There it is. So there is a more indirect way to talk about hunting and trapping, and that's a really good example that's given in the sentence that Yetuchta just shared. And so what we're saying here is we're saying whatever the animal is, we'll just say a noun, and then you're going to say chude kukwagut. And so you could say tsagedi kuh kuwakan. And this is especially if you're talking about going to do the thing, because wash and get kosi. Wash has to iqa aya agachtu tlun, wash agachtu sqat, wash agachtu steich. Yachal kata Tlingit ka hayu katangi aya ajoy one kanins a dot aya you ʼadudli.átgi. Yata has the goed de kukwagut. It's a gay de goed de kukwagut yakin. So one of the things that's a real Tlingit cultural value is the understanding that everything understands Tlingit. And you also got to be real careful that you're not being presumptuous. Like, I'm going to go get that thing. Because then you're gonna end up in, there's going to be some kind of trouble. That's the Tlingit way of thinking. So they would say, if you said the literal translation is, I'm going to go be among the beaver. And what you're really communicating, this is one of those kind of wink wink type of moments, is that I'm gonna go try and get one. But then the beaver is just like, oh, well, they're coming around, whatever. But they're not talking about killing me. And also I think it's a multi-layered thing. One, they can hear you and understand you. And so the way that I was taught is even if there's something way over there, even if I'm just talking normal, it can hear me and understand me. The other thing is if I'm crossing that line that's always there about bragging or boasting, then something negative is going to happen. And it's also it's just being respectful, because we are going to go and we're going to kill these things, and we're going to eat them or use them. And so in that case, we would say, and most people would understand. If you just said, asqat, I'm going to go trapping, I'm going to go hunting, that's usually fine. But if you're in that planning phase, if you're telling a story about it, I think it's fine. But the way that I was taught, if you're sort of talking about, hey, let's go do this thing, then you usually, like they would say, guys, two people wanted to go hunting. Let's say, maybe tomorrow we'll just go walk around that mountain. But they know what they're talking about, right? And so that's a really good point. Okay. So let's.
Kune,
Asa.
Sky to here. I'm just wondering, I'm looking at a sentence in one of our books at Wine C, and it's a little bit different from what you have there. It's Zisku Kach Eskide Yugut. And I'm wondering what the difference is with Eskide and Hude, and why the Ukach added onto Zisk.
Is that
My understanding is in Glaitkaw way, it says he's going hunting for moose, but in our way, it's what you said, going to be among. But what are the differences there?
Can you spell that for me?
Okay. How? Just verbally?
Yeah, that's fine. All right,
I could show you on the screen, I think. Just hold on.
let me stop my share and then we can get yours. That'd be great.
Can you see it? Or is it showing up backwards?
No, that's right. It looks backwards to you, but it's fine. Eskide.
Yeah, eskide. And then there's zisku kach.
Yeah, so kach is to go on something.
Yeah. But I was wondering about the difference. You said hude, and this is eskide.
Wow.
And this is from two of our speakers. Or this one is from, oh, shoot. I'm looking at the wrong book. Must be worn out from Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
Lucy Wren.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but just a sec. Oh, it's here's another one. Can you see it there? Us, and that's our dialect. Us, yeah. I'm just wondering.
Let me see if I could find. So we're gonna.
This one is from Skinduya, Udusagin. She was from the Kokatan clan and a Tlingit language teacher. And then Shu came from the Yanyedi clan, who was also a language teacher.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I could. So askit is what we should be looking for.
Yeah, and then you have kude. I was just wondering if it's just a different way to say it or if that's a dialect difference.
Sheesh. Yeah, so it could be one or both, or we could be talking about sort of different concepts as well. So this is fascinating. The ʼashi'te I hadn't heard before. And so we'll see if we could find it. This might be something where we've got to ask some inland speakers about it. And if anybody knows anything, feel free to share. But
Renee?
Sasa?
I see in Jeff Lear's nouns that ʼaski, he has it for under the forest cover.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
And so I guess looking at the way that it's written, ʼashi'te, was that long and low, or was that just like a contracted as cutting down to us?
I think it's contracted, but it doesn't. Yeah, because he also has other contracted forms like us on hit for smokehouse. He's got just as. And oh, here, us eat day. He has for going hunting. As X apostrophe EET DIE.
And which, this is in his verbs?
It's in his the tlingitlanguage.com media nouns, Jeff Lear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he has two of them, ski for cover and a skeet day.
Okay.
Keiishi is going to be here tomorrow. We could ask her about that and just look at the two differences and see how she explains it to us.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if I can share my desktop again. So yeah, we have from Weha these huge lists of nouns, which you can access. I think I've got them in a couple different areas, and I'll show you. So I have these in a spreadsheet, gradually incorporating them into a new dictionary. So if you're not finding anything, you start dipping into these resources, which is doing some of the deep sea diving or deep lake diving, I guess, for those of you who are dakka. So we should be able to find this under ʼashi'te. Okay, so we go down to AS. Let me try and make this bigger so you guys can see. So right here, ʼashi'te. So, and looking at what the components are, ʼask'iyidewugut, ʼashi'tewugut. So again, this is another euphemism. And what this means, so if you say ʼask'iyide, like the literal sort of translation of that is, I'm going under the base of the trees. And this is really neat metaphorical stuff when we start looking at how did the old people talk about this. And this is some of the stuff when we really talk about and this is more than just dialect conversation. This is getting into the way the old people talked about certain things. Because it's sort of like once you start talking about this, you've got to enter this whole other kind of vocabulary. And this is really amazing and fun stuff. And this is why we've got to continue to go into these old resources and see how they were talking about it. Because we'll find some things that'll give us clues on how to do a lot of things that we need to do right now. So ʼask'iyide, so that's a speaker out of Klukwan. ʼashi'te, and this is a speaker probably out of Teslin. So really you're saying, again, if you wanted to translate it, what you're actually just sort of communicating is, I'm going into the woods. Because you don't want to say out loud what, and this was the old way. We have consistently been taught that this is the way people used to talk about hunting. And so nowadays there's different hunting cultures that are out there. Some people are real excited and they're going to tell everybody what they're going to go do. But that's probably not the way that we were supposed to do things. we're supposed to not talk about, be very, and it's a combination, again, respect the way we use our language, the way we say everything has a spirit, everything understands the language, and you don't want to be saying, oh, we're going to go kill those things. And instead, it's a very, because it is, that's our life, that's our culture, that's what we do, that's what we've done. But when we get into those old ways of talking about it, and again, it's not like, and as we sort of teach these things, we'll just say there's more than one way to say that. And some speakers will say, we're going to go be among them, because that's all. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that eat is really a neat one. So then if we want to see how is that working, there should be 3 things in there. Os, which is a tree or trees. Day at the end, which is towards, and that leaves us with the eat part, which we can scroll down in this document and see if we find eat. And gosh, geez, this is good Tlingit detective work. We need to have like some kind of Tlingit language detective TV show. I did a deep dive into the dictionaries. And so, you're getting, so the actual eat, you might not see. We could maybe look around and find it. Let's chatting here. Ujtla is continuing. So again, and I think there is a big thing here, like you're not supposed to assume that you're gonna go get it. And so this is something that we gotta sort of make sure we're continuing to teach, we're continuing to live, is that we are understanding through this stuff, we see how our old people thought about their relationships with the natural world. ʼadudli is an uprooted tree, and so this means the thing beneath that forest floor. So this resource is out there. There's another one which has, because the other thing is sort of getting into spelling, because sometimes as things are being spelled, like maybe the apostrophe wasn't quite on some of the resources, so we might look under eat with an apostrophe and see if we find anything, and we get uproot. So there is a verb which means to uproot, which, so here we see ʼadudli, ʼit for a tree, and ʼadudli is a tree that falls over and all the roots are poking up. So it's not broken, it's ʼadudli, because it means for a tree to fall and be, for a tree to fall and have its roots poking up in Tlingit Pinditani, that's different than for a tree to be cut or to break and to fall. So yeah, it has to do with under the forest floor where the roots are. That's probably what the heat is referring to. Okay. And then there's a question about, there's folks who are there who are studying, and so we can have a chat about that. Okay.
What is the document underneath the yellow one?
So so this one is a spreadsheet of Tlingit nouns, which I think I have on the website. Let me double check. Under resources, if it's not here, then I'll make sure that I put it here. Maybe I don't have it. I know you can get to, if you go to, I'll put this link up on our webpage. I think it's media nouns. Yeah, so I've got it here. So it's tlingitlanguage.com/media/nouns. So you could have that, and you could, you should be able to just save this as well. Somebody showed us, Kenneth Ju showed us a really neat trick with websites, which I think probably works better with, well, I guess this is Firefox here. I don't know how this one would work. I don't know, I'll have to mess around with it. But there's ways, I think, to save this stuff locally so you can have copies and you can just load it into a web browser from your computer, so you don't need the internet to access it. But from here, you should be able to push Command or Control F and then do a search here as well. So if you put...
But can we download this?
I think so, but I don't know the right steps. I'll try and figure it out, because there's a way to download it as like an XML file. But I bet you if you just said save and web page complete, we'll just try it and see what happens. So you save it somewhere, and then with your web browser, you push Control O or File Open, and then you go to where you saved it, and you should be able to pull it up. Maybe that didn't work. Okay, I'll ask some.
Oh, there it came.
Oh, there it is. So now this is loaded directly from.
But you can't save it as a spreadsheet.
I can put it up there as a spreadsheet.
That'd be good.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'll do it. I use numbers, but I can export it to Excel as well if folks are using Excel. Okay, and this is amazing, incredible hard work by those who were doing this language work before us. Weha, Wakisani.
It was easy for him.
Huh?
It was easy for him.
Yeah, right. Okay, okay. Sheesh, that was excellent. Fish hatchery. I'll have to, there has to be something maybe about spawning or where they grow up. Akehas uawadiye wechat. Chat ahaskewa. Maybe.
A birthing house.
Oh yeah, right. The place where they're born, a nest. Kut. Okay. Okay. We'll think about that one. Tlachanes, fish hatchery. Okay. So for the next 15 minutes, you guys want to talk about these relational things like around, above, below, or do you want to talk about verbs?
How about the translation?
Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that one. So we'll do the other one on Thursday then. Those other two. Here's we are taught. So we'll do a couple more of these sentences. So this is, again, our midterm is translating this story that we should have a copy of. If you go to our class webpage, it's there. So download it, work on it as you can. And we'll just start walking through it together. It's 5 pages. The goal is to have this done by mid-March. So do what you can, and we'll work on this together as well. So can I get someone to read this line right here? It's not a whole sentence, just a part. Okay, so everybody. Hin ta nachat. Okay. And what do we got in there?
Salmon in the water.
Yeah, so this is, if we look through sort of our components here, hin is water or river. this part, ta nach, there's two parts to it. Ta is usually appears as talk, T high tone A-A-K. That is the bottom of a cavity. So especially water, like talk, lake bottom. Hin talk is river bottom. So talk usually means the bottom of a cavity. And that K can be replaced by other things. Usually it's hin talk, which we'll see contract to hintuk ʼadgi, or hintak hudzi. But then the nach would mean along the bottom of the river, along the bottom of the ocean. So you could say, ya hini ta nach uwachak we chat. The halibut swims on the bottom of the ocean, right? Him ta nach awe wugud with ow. The crab walks along the bottom of the water, the body of water, whatever body of water it is. So this is fish in the water is how we could translate it. Okay. This is probably that. Sorry. Could somebody read that one?
ʼadudli.átgi.
Okay. I'm going to put the U in there. I'll listen to it and see. ʼadudli.átgi. Okay. So what are the things that we might have in there?
The would be the ones.
Yeah, the ones. So whenever you're going to have some kind of verb, and then you have this I on there, kashhiti the ones who are riding, astechi the ones who are fishing, atlechi the ones who were dancing. So it's usually when you have, it's written as a separate word and it comes after the whole verb, then it's usually the ones who were doing that verb. And what is?
Going up.
Dak, yeah, going. So dak would da'adi, the things that are going up to the inland, right? Then dak is always away from the water, up into the forest, up into the interior. There's different ways we can sort of think about that. But this is one of these directional things, dak. That's why there's dakka Tlingit, because they're up in the interior, right? So the ones who, and I would probably say went into the forest, but there's different ways you can interpret that. The ones who went inland, the ones who went away from the water. My default when I'm translating and I hear a sentence like this, I'll usually say into the forest. Dak is also usually referring to going into the woods away from the ocean. Even for inland Tlingit, no matter where you live, dak is always referencing where the ocean is and you're moving away from it. Okay. Somebody read that one?
Brown bear.
Hoots.
Hoots.
Yeah, what? Brown bear. And somebody read the Tlingit, that one?
Hudson. Them too.
Them too, right?
They too.
They too, yeah, what? Them, they. Okay, and somebody who hasn't read yet, want to read that one?
ʼadudli.átgi.
Okay, hastu yakwaheya kukudzati.
They have a spirit.
Yes, right, and so hastu Yakwaheku, their spirit, kudzati, exists. Oops. Okay. Sheesh. And then someone who hasn't read yet for this one?
Yuhaya.
Yawa Chahayach. And someone who hasn't answered yet, how do we interpret this one?
Just like ours,
Tiyilaka?
just like us, or like ours.
Yep, just like us. So this shows us something really neat, right? So today we were with my kids and we saw someone who taught them kayak, hastu aushatu Native Youth Olympics way ʼadudli. Ya achyetki hastu in ʼakaduneek ka'a. Just to nakhi good hek. Ach tu asukut de khande yigudi. Do in kayiniki, do in kanaini kawa. Gunil cheese ha iti dishi, gunil cheese ha iti latu. Ya awa hutsa achyach shukach adi. Ajoy is sanich sati. So I was talking to my kids in this Kyle Worrell taught them Native Youth Olympics. He taught it to kids today. And so my kids were just taking off. And I said, don't just walk away from him. Go up to him. Tell him, thank you for helping us. Thank you for teaching us. He's like me. Ach yach away hu. So this is where some things get conceptually really neat. So to say like me, you say ach yach, ha yach, yi yach. Ye yachyati ye ah, the ones who are like you. And so it depends what I'm talking about. So I said, ach yach awehu shukach adi. He's like me, he's also shukach adi. So the yach, that's a lot of times referring to same clan, right? So there was a story where they'd say, Chashitaya wududliyech, ke tokane yekakwa uu, we shawat. Just do yachati hasuwaat. So they'd say a brush house was built when a woman was going to have a baby, and only the ones like her would go next to her. So it was kind of a seclusion process. And when they said, just do yach, do yach ayah, just the ones like her, they're talking about her. Du talk has, du keek has, du shetri has, just her sisters and her mothers and her aunties, grandma, right?
Kyle World Dutla Deg
Oh, yak eh. Oh. Yak echa. Okay. Chatcha ach keek. Techa ach keek. Chadachnach ach shetch. Hast du ish ayadek hitan. So, Nandalton dach. Joey Karltakov ayah has to say. Karltakov. I think they're Degaton. Nandalton? Is that on the fringe, maybe? Oh, really? Okay.
What's the difference about when you use yach and yachyati?
So yachyati means it's like that. And then yach could be similar to. So there's not a lot of difference, but yachyati, once you say that, people are going to figure out if you're talking about a color or not. But it doesn't have to be. So I could say, yachyati the ones like you are my grandparents. So.
That's where Yahweh is used. Do you like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we have this one we would write in a dictionary as yach. So it needs a noun to be, it's like that noun. Nadauk yachyeti, it's like a table. Kayakachet yachyeti, it's like a chair. And then some of them, there's certain ones that'll just trigger into this color. It's blue, or sum yachyeti for dakka. But then there's ayach, and that's its own word, and that means, so this one is like, and this one is correct. So you'd say ayachawe. That means it's correct. Ayachawe yuchewatan. He said it correctly. And then you can also have tesh ayach, which would be incorrect, wrong, sometimes bad behavior. Tesh ayach uti. It's not right. Right? Ayachyeti. It's right. And it depends. The context really kind of would matter here. What we might be talking about, because we could be saying it's a really bad thing, right? The way they did things last night, oh, that was really, it's not correct in our culture. So these are ones that sound really similar. Just to make it even more fun, there's an ayach, which means to turn over. So you could say ayachte we ashkakuku. Flip the card over. That's to turn it over. Okay. Okay. Sheesh.
Kane.
Rasa.
Suyeyanaka. Flip the card over.
Oh. Ayachte we ashkakuku. And then after that, ach jite. So then after that, you flip the card over. Now, give me all your money. So these are commands. And then we were doing some stuff here. Like, I know we like to do card games and stuff, so there were some fun things that we were picking up here. So like gate is pick one up. So if you had some cards here and you wanted people to pick a card, gate. And so that would be pick one up. And then similar, you could say yach te. And so that would be flip one over. So we're getting into these realms of sort of these motion types of things, which are pretty fun. At some point, we're going to take a look at how you carry things and how you throw things. Like there was a place name that I was looking at today, someone asked me about, and it's ʼakaduneek dasawit leitchach inachiata yesh zuna. Dasawit leitchach inach yesh zuna. Raven. Zuna.
Missile.
Yeah, what? Zuna is a missile. And so if we wanted to sort of look at this big list again, we could scroll up to the DZ and see if we could find it. Zait, Zisk, Zook, Zuna, a missile or a dart. I think it could also be a bola. you know, like they would throw those things at the birds a long time ago. And so this is part of another conversation, and so we'll maybe wrap up today with this type of thing. So Tlingit tends to have these chunks of things where there's a whole bunch of options within this one thing. For example, carrying things around. Bring it here. Well, what are you bringing? Because there's 14 different ways to say bring it here. And similarly, there's a bunch of different ways to talk about throwing something. So if we go down here and we look at the verb to throw, we get all of these different entries. And we're going to start sort of putting these things into the boxes in our mind. So you have a waqich, which would be to throw like a rock. Or no, this would be plural objects. And our sample sentence is, they will throw you into the furnace. It's actually you will be thrown into the furnace because there's a fourth person in here. To throw while holding on to one end, like a net. Right? So you're going to hold on to this end and throw that end. You're going to have to throw a solid object like a rock or a book. You're going to throw a large bundle of things like an anchor or a bundle of firewood. You could throw a ball, which would also be to shoot towards the basket. You can throw a stick-like object like a pencil. You can throw a general but non-rigid object, usually a person or a dog in this case. Yanshwitchich, that's a good one if you have young kids, like toddlers, that sometimes like to throw themselves on the ground. Although I had a friend who was an adult, and he would do that. To throw liquid, to throw something with so much force that it scatters. So this is the one that they would laugh about when they'd say, just go throw your money around, like just spend it all. To throw a spear. So you're going to throw something that's going to poke something. And then you're going to throw something that's going to push something. And then you can missile something. So this is to throw something with the intention of like a snowball, a rock, some kind of, if you have one of those Ebola type of thing. And then you could throw something at somebody's head. Quatch, ʼadudli.átgi. An egg was thrown at his head. So, Tlingit likes to sometimes break things into all these different types of categories. And you're going to learn that there's some of these things, falling, throwing, carrying. It's going to want to know what type of thing is it. And that's just one of the things that's within the thought world of Tlingit. So, Yewe, Gnichish, Yakechawe, Shukwaya Dakun Yakik, Tuasakukach Tisak, we hintak addi. Kunsawe has to sankowe, Achtuasaku, Hosaku, Kunsawatusaku. So we'll start Thursday's class by naming creatures in the water. So there's our task. We'll see how many we could name. There's lots of us, which is amazing. So we should be able to name lots and lots of things. And always bring your questions, and I'll try to answer them if we can. We'll do a little bit of our translation stuff. We'll take a closer look at both verbs and these relational type of concepts and how suggested ways to study them.
Goodness, cheese.
Cheers.
Get what?
Cheese.
Okay.